loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Niobe for those of you who are new, and for all my girlies returning, hi friends, I miss you guys so much. And today we're gonna be talking about how you can physically look more feminine. Now, we're having this conversation because I often get asked by a lot of the girlies, like, what is it that you're doing that's making you come off so feminine? And it's so funny because, like, I did not grow up like feminine. or at least I don't feel like I did. I was like a little bit of a tomboy, but I just feel like over the years I've definitely just fallen naturally into this feminine routine and just how I carry myself, how I present myself, and just like who I am. So I would love to share some of the things that I feel like I'm doing that's probably giving off feminine. Mind you, I didn't realize how feminine I was until I literally kept getting told, and hearing that from men definitely confirmed it. So I want to help my girlies out because I know femininity is such a powerful force. I love it here, and I want this for my girlies too. Like, I'm gonna put y'all on in this video, so make sure you subscribe to the family before we get started, and comment down below if you want to share tips with the rest of the girls and have like any other ideas as far as like videos you want to see from me next. Okay, so my first tip is to dress how you want to be addressed. Yes, looks matter when you want to be feminine, when you want to feel more feminine, when you want people to perceive you as more feminine. That's just the harsh truth of it. I don't know if it's harsh, but sometimes, you know, you gotta throw that in there because some people may get offended. But you know, there's so much power in your image, especially when you carry yourself in a certain way. I don't want to force you to be something you're not. That's not what this video is about. It's about cultivating your sense of style, your image to be more feminine if that's what you desire to do. When it comes to dressing more feminine, I always recommend to have classic pieces in your wardrobe. What I mean by classic pieces, I mean like classic pieces that are timeless, meaning you can wear them this year, next year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and they're still in style, versus following trends. Having trends in your wardrobe. Like, I really don't have trends in my wardrobe. I feel like I bought into trends a little when I was younger, but like wasn't really my thing, because it's like you wear it once and it's like, okay, it's the same loud print and you cannot re-wear it out because it's so loud. Everyone saw it multiple, like, I don't know. I just feel like trends are just the trend. They're here 1 minute and then they're gone, and then like they're just out of style. So curating your wardrobe can really enhance your femininity. I like to carry a lot of dresses in my wardrobe. I love dresses. Like 9 times out of 10 when I'm out and it's like a nice day out, I'm wearing a dress. If I'm out with the girlies, if I'm out on a date, if I'm even out with my dad, like, I'm wearing a dress. The only times I won't be wearing a dress is like if it's raining, if I'm working out, if I'm running errands. Come on, like when you see a woman in a dress walking down the street, she catches your attention. You get what I'm saying? Especially if it's something like a classic timeless dress. We should all have little black dresses. Let's talk about it. A little black dress that you have in your closet. I actually have a few of those. And I think there's so much power in just having like classic pieces, like a simple black dress, and also a red dress. I feel like every woman should have a beautiful red dress in her wardrobe. I'm actually looking for one at the moment. So I have one in my closet now, but I just feel like I want more like options. So if you guys have any boutiques in mind, definitely comment down below. Just know at the end of the day, when you invest into your appearance, into your image, you are tapping into your femininity, because when you start to see yourself in a certain way, start to dress yourself in a certain way, you start to feel that way. You get what I'm saying? So if you're dressing the part of a feminine woman, you are certainly going to start acting like one. From my experience, I have noticed that my sense of style, wardrobe, swag, if you want to call it, are great conversation starters. Like a lot of the times when I'm stepping out to events, like People want to have a conversation with me. People want to know who I am because of the way I'm dressed, because of the way I'm presenting myself. So if you're someone who wants to get better at networking, or you're shy and you want to just put yourself more out there, make yourself more available for opportunities, make sure that you're curating your own look. Go on Pinterest, start to put together mood boards of styles that you like, of outfits inspired looks, you know, like for the fall, for the spring, for the summer, for the winter. You know, really take the time to develop the kind of woman you want to be, the kind of image you want to create. The second tip I want to give you is to start wearing more softer fabric. Soft and delicate fabrics on a woman makes her look so feminine and graceful, especially because softer fabrics just wrap around the body a lot more better than like more harsher, heavier fabrics on a woman. I have so many pieces in my closet that are satin pieces, like skirts, dresses, tops. I absolutely love satin. Satin just flows in the wind when you're dancing. There's a sense of gracefulness that flows around you when you're wearing fabrics that make you feel and look softer. Tip number 3 is to dress for your body type. A beautiful way to look more feminine is to enhance your silhouette. For example, finding the right dresses, skirts, and blouses can really complement your frame. But you want to be super careful and not overdo it. Make sure you're getting something that works for your body type and for your size. Make sure you stay true to your size, because if you try too hard, it's gonna look like it and you're gonna look and feel uncomfortable. You don't want to be like popping out the seams in like a top that's an extra small and you're really a medium. You want to look effortless. You want to look like there's a natural flow to you. FYI, when I say enhance your frame, I don't mean wearing skin tight clothes from top to bottom. Yes, sometimes with certain looks, it definitely looks fire, definitely looks feminine. Yes, wear what you want, girl. But it can also take away the softness that comes with being a woman. There's something that's very appealing and sexy to a woman that has a little bit of a mystery to her. So definitely be mindful. There are a few times that I did wear bodysuits, but I was very particular about the bodysuits. And I'm not saying bodysuits are a bad thing, but just like cultivate the kind of sex appeal you want. Like, it's okay to have sex appeal and be feminine. I'm not saying don't have that, but just be mindful of how sexy you get. There's sexy and then there's raunchy, so we want to stay away from raunchy. My 4th tip is to make sure you're keeping yourself clean and hair free. So it's super important as a woman to have a self-care hygiene routine. So that means showering every day, making sure you're using the right soaps that are not breaking your body out. I, for example, have a very acne prone body. Like, I need to be very careful with the kinds of soaps and body butters, lotions, and perfumes that I spray on my body, because I'm very reactive. So a really good soap that I recommend is called Dr. Bronner's. It's a natural soap that I feel like works for a lot of skin types. However, do your research, because I'm not a dermatologist. My favorite one has to be the eucalyptus, lavender, the citrus orange, and the tea tree. Now the tea tree is very powerful because obviously tea tree does dry you out. So what's awesome about that particular scent is that if you do struggle with body acne, that's a great wash to use, and maybe alternate it with another softer soap so that you are not drying out your skin. So having a really good body care routine, skincare routine, can really make a huge difference in like your appearance and how you feel in your skin and how you present yourself in general. Making sure that the soaps you're using are not stripping the beautiful glow that you have is very important, okay? I want you guys to really like get into body care, get into skincare. Body care and skincare have really changed like just how I feel in my skin. I feel a lot more comfortable. I know what's going on with my body. I'm more in control. I know what's gonna break me out and I know what's not gonna break me out. So have a journal nearby, write down like if anything changes in your diet, if anything changes in your body care routines, because that's super important as a woman, knowing like what you're reacting to so that you can live a soft, beautiful life. So I personally love to keep up with my wax and shaving routine. So I go to European Wax Center just because they're just always readily available at any time, and they always have like options as far as like the days. So I definitely recommend going to them. However, like everyone's different. I love getting waxed, okay? I always recommend waxing over shaving because me personally, when I shave, the hair grows back like that, okay? Like ain't nobody got time. I'm not doing it. So I started waxing years ago. I want to say like it's been like over 5 years. And I have definitely seen a difference in like the slowdown of my hair growth. I am looking into getting laser hair removal at the moment. I just feel like I'm 28 years old right now, so I feel like if I start to invest into something more long-term, I can save more time and money. And as far as my underarms, I do use GG hard wax. I usually keep at least 2 in the house in case one runs out, and I just like to have that maintenance on hand. And I also want to be very clear when I say like, yes, like waxing and shaving is super important. However, you are a grown woman. You're gonna make your own decision as far as how you like to clean up, you know. But from my personal experience, I really love being hairless. You also have a softer appearance, and I mean, if you want to look more feminine, that's just what comes with it. Okay, so this has to be one of my favorite tips, which is makeup. Getting into makeup, learning makeup, creating a signature look with your own makeup. I love makeup. This has been something that has grown over time. I haven't always been a huge makeup lover. I guess I've always loved to see it on women, but I've never been this educated on makeup. And I feel like for all the girlies who don't know too much about makeup, like, it's a journey. Like mine, for example, like I have a signature look. I love to do my makeup a certain way, and I actually now personally would rather I do my makeup than a makeup artist, unless you're like certain makeup artists that I'm like obsessed with. But it gives me a sense of confidence because it's like I step out and I'm like, I know I look like me. You know what I mean? So I do very natural, glowy makeup. I recommend you to do makeup that's like natural and really enhances your looks versus makeup that can be super distracting and take away from your looks. Like really cultivate a strong and beautiful natural makeup look. Learn how to love what you look like without makeup and with makeup on. Now, I think we all know that makeup can really transform not only you, but the experience that you have in this world. Because when you look polished and put together, you get more opportunities. You get more people wanting to be friendly, more people wanting to be friends, wanting to hang out. You just look so presentable and so like pretty. Now, if you don't know too much about makeup, definitely hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram and comment down below what you need help with. I am wearing like a majority of Charlotte Tilbury on my face. I do recommend investing in makeup that's good for your skin versus like makeup that, you know, maybe they have more harsher ingredients, because remember, you want to protect the skin on your face. You want to avoid breakouts and getting dried out, and you know, you only live once, so making sure you invest into the right makeup can really make you feel like 10 times more confident and just bring out another side of you. And remember, boo, makeup is for enhancing, not for distracting. Tip number 6 would be to wear perfume. Better yet, have a signature scent. Now, if you aren't really into perfumes, or maybe you just haven't really found your signature scent, I definitely recommend you going to Macy's, going to your closest mall nearby. Go to Macy's and go to their perfume department, because the women in there, of all the years I've been living, of all the times I walked through Macy's, they've always been so educated on the perfumes, on the notes in the perfumes. I think it's a great way to save money, educate yourself before you go spending $200 on a bottle that just doesn't work for you, and really taking the time to discover your signature scent. Okay, tip number 7 is super important, and that would be to keep your skin hydrated. When you're hydrated, your skin looks plump, youthful, happy, bright, radiant. It just looks good. Make sure you are drinking enough water, okay? I know some girlies love to drink like alcohol or just a lot of like sodas and juices, but water is super important. You know your body is mostly made up of water, okay? You guys already know me. You know this conversation was coming, and that is skincare. Skincare is so important. Your skin is your biggest organ, so you wanna make sure you are investing into it. And I mean like your lifestyle, your eating habits, like making sure you are not stressing yourself out, really taking the time to love yourself and take care of yourself and know your triggers and stay up to date to what is going on is really a big part of being feminine. Having a healthy relationship with your skin is top priority, especially if you want to look more feminine. When you prioritize your skincare, it is a huge form of self-love, not only to yourself but also to the rest of the world. And trust me, when you're pouring into yourself, others will be very mindful as to how they treat you and how they play with you. Very into myself. I'm very like up to date with what's going on with me. And you know, it's important as a woman to set those boundaries without having to say anything, just off of appearance. I feel like another reason why femininity is so powerful is because you're able to express yourself without having to say a word. Like if you're someone who is high maintenance, who takes care of herself, who pours into herself, it shows. And so what you attract is going to be very different from someone who abuses themselves, does not prioritize their self-care, their routines, their hygiene, their appearances. You know, like there is a huge difference in how both of those different women will get treated. So that's why I feel like femininity is so powerful, because when you really pour into yourself, you see the investment come back to you in so many ways. Now, for all of my amigas who have been struggling with their skin, comment down below what you are struggling with, because here on my channel, especially on my TikTok, I love to talk about skincare. If you found me on TikTok and you found your way to my YouTube channel, then you already know what's up. However, I do recommend you visiting your dermatologist or esthetician. If you are in the DMV area, I do have a bomb esthetician I can definitely recommend you. Just DM me on Instagram. I have my Instagram linked down below, because I work with like one of the best estheticians in the DMV. I definitely recommend you to visit a dermatologist and an esthetician before you go spending your money, because I feel like a lot of us buy into the trend of just purchasing so much product to clear up our skin, but not knowing exactly like what is going wrong with our skin. What is it that we need to treat? What are our triggers? And so it's super important to understand what kind of skin type you have and learn your triggers and start to create a new lifestyle. Tip number 9, don't leave the house if your hair isn't done. Look, we all have those days. We all have those days, but girl, let me tell you, a simple slick back bun will make a huge difference in your appearance. Just do it, trust me. Stop going out the house with your pajamas on and your hair not done. Having a neat and polished look is a part of being feminine, and there's again so much power in this, okay? I know all of this can seem like a lot, especially if you are someone who just started their feminine journey, but as soon as you start making things a habit, they just become a part of your lifestyle. I have learned multiple go-to hairstyles that work well for me and that will save me time and energy and will help me keep my beautiful polished looks. I definitely recommend you exploring and creating new different hair looks in order to keep yourself, you know, just looking presentable and also having fun with it at the same time. On rainy days, on days I just don't feel like doing too much, on days that I'm on my monthly, I like to slick it back and call it a day with the low bun style, okay? Like I don't do too much. I just make sure I put the effort in to make it look like I did enough. Or maybe if you're a girly who wants to start off with like more low maintenance styles, like It's fall time here in Maryland, so I am definitely excited for blowout season. I do not ever get blowouts during the summer and late spring because it just gets super humid and my hair does not play with humidity. Like it will be a waste of time. So I'm so excited for this fall. I definitely feel like having a blowout is a super simple and easy style to have as long as you are maintaining it, like rolling it up at night, putting a bonnet on, you know, doing the things in order to maintain the look. But that surely beats just like having your curls out every day. Trust me, for me personally, I find that when my hair is straightened out, it's a lot more easier to maintain and just less time that I have to put in. Plus, when you get a blowout, I feel like you immediately feel sexy. You feel like a woman, okay? Like you just feel like I'm that girl. And my last tip would be to invest in manis and pedis. When you keep your nails nice and pretty and clean, they look really good. They look aesthetically pleasing. It's like just, you know, who wants to talk to someone with dirty nails? I think all of us as women have, you know, seen a guy with dirty nails, and how does that make us feel? We're just like, ew, oh my God. So like as a woman, like even if you do not have the budget for getting your nails done, just making sure you keep them nice and clean, you know, making sure you trim them, you polish them, do everything you need to do, just making sure that you look presentable and polished, girl. I personally get my nails done every 2 weeks. I used to be like an acrylic girl, but I just got tired of like my nails feeling weak, like under it, you know what I mean? And the drilling. And then on top of that, the time it takes at the nail salon. Like I'm just like super busy. I'm a model, influencer, entrepreneur. So it's like that time at the nail salon, unless I'm getting my toes done, like I do not have time for it. Like I love getting my toes done and I don't mind time being spent on that. Like please, I love getting my toes done. But like getting acrylic done on my nails, it's just such a time waster for me. And literally my nail tech makes fun of me every time because I always get the same color. His name is Ro and he's always like, oh, you're back and let me guess, you want the same color. It just goes with everything in my wardrobe. So this is just like my go-to color. Every now and then I'll get a red or, you know, like just something fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the family for more. Also, don't forget to add me on Instagram and ask me any questions you all may have, and comment down below if you have any tips that'll help the girlies feel more feminine. Well, I'll talk to you girlies very soon. Bye.